Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm HP from TechCentury and this is my review of the HP Pavilion dv6. So this laptop has an aluminum case, which you see right here. It has a nice pattern to it and I really like the finish. And it's cool to the touch, of course, because it's aluminum. And then right here we have the HP logo. There, I think you should see it. And this is reflecting right now, but this actually is illuminated when you turn the machine on, so this is really nice. When we look at the left side, we have, of course, the vent right here, then VGA out, network connector, HDMI, I think this eSATA, USB 2.0, headphone input and microphone input, or headphone out and a microphone input, as well as an SD card reader. Then on the right side, we have a USB 2.0 port, the disk drive, in this case only DVD, not Blu-ray, another USB 2.0 port, DC in, and of course Kensington lock. And here in the front we have stereo speakers from Altec Lansing with Dolby Advanced Audio. So we'll just put this machine down right here. And I really like this aluminum finish, so this is the machine when it's opened. There you also see my camera, so we'll just quickly switch it on right here on the power button. And now I'll get into more details about this machine. So as you see right here, you have a giant touchpad which has a dedicated area for the buttons, but not really buttons separate from the trackpad as you usually have it on your machine. So this is just one giant surface, and you can also use the space on the bottom in order to move around the cursor. Then we have an island style keyboard, which I always prefer. We don't have a numbers key on the right side, so this looks better in my opinion, and I really like that the trackpad is centered in the middle. Then we have a fingerprint reader right here, which you can use for accessing web pages with your password and so on. So definitely a handy feature. Of course I removed all the stickers from here, so you just have the aluminium and the keyboard, and I really like it about the machine. That just looks really clean once you've removed those. And here we have the screen. You might see that there's still some stickers on there, and that's because this is actually a gift from my father, so I didn't want to completely take off the packaging. Here we have Pavilion dv6, and here the hinges, which are pretty good. And then here an HP webcam, unfortunately not HD in this version, but definitely good enough. So here we can take a quick look at the performance index. So this machine has an AMD dual core processor, and you know, this is an okay processor, not the fastest that you'll find, but it's definitely okay. So let's take a look at the just Windows index of the machine. And there we see that we have a 6.3 for the processor, 5.9 for the RAM, then also 6.7 for the graphics, and 6.7 for graphics if it comes to games. And for the primary hard drive we have 5.9. So it has a 500 gigabyte hard drive with 7,200 rotations per minute, so this is pretty good. The screen itself has the regular resolution of a 15-inch laptop of 1366 x 768. So you know, it's an okay screen. It doesn't have great viewing angles. So let me see if I can show you this. So colors are fading. It is a lot reflective, but it's not too bad, and actually way better than on the last Pavilion laptop that I had. So here's one of the best features that I wanted to show you, and this is when I press this button right here. So you saw that the keys are illuminated. So it has a backlit keyboard, which is really nice, and unfortunately you can't find it on too much machines out there, but I think this is an awesome feature that every machine should have. And it's great that you can just switch it on and off whenever you want. Also here you see that you have some special shortcut keys right here for mail, the internet and so on. It takes some time to getting used to, because if you want to press shift, then you accidentally hit this button right here, which gets you to the print page, so that's not too great, but it works in the end. So we are back at just a total view of this machine, and I have to say I think it's a pretty good laptop. I think I paid around 470 bucks for it, so definitely a decent machine for that. I don't know if you're able to hear it, but the vent is going on all the time, so it's kind of a noisy machine. So if you're in a really quiet environment, you might not want to choose this machine. Besides that, the keyboard is great. It almost doesn't have any flex at all. Trackpad is a different story. I like the surface, but sometimes it's kind of hard to press the buttons, and scrolling is good most of the time. Besides that, I really like the aluminum case because it has a great feel to it. You know, there's no flex in the case itself either, so just the overall quality seems to be really nice, and you can of course increase the display brightness. So this is the maximum. You can't get any brighter with the display. It is a glossy display, but I think for most tasks this should be good enough. One issue with this machine is unfortunately the battery life. I mean, it has an integrated graphics and a dedicated graphics, so you can switch this to save some energy, but in the end it's barely able to get like 3 hours of battery life, so it's not the best. But besides that, I think it's a great machine, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looking for a rather cheap 15-inch laptop. It's definitely great. So if you have any more questions, just feel free and let me know. Overall, I think it's a great laptop for the price.